Can you say about a bit about the life that this film has taken on? I think it's also true of another film you directed, The Cable Guy, which is also at the time I think kind of freaked people out a bit.
Yes, definitely freaked people out.
And this film, I think also both films I think have sort of developed a really loyal following of devotees, and I count myself among that crowd. But
yes.
you know, it's a growing.
Which I'm thankful for, since you're the guy in charge of the retrospective.
But what do you think it is about those films that accounted for that initial, I don't know, bafflement, followed by this obsessive, you know, relationship that people have with the films?
Right.
They obviously they're both films that I think lend themselves to repeat viewings.
Right.
And they're.
Yeah, I mean, you know, look, when you make a movie, you try, at least, you know, for my point of view on a movie is, you know, you put everything into the movie when you're making it. That's the joy of making the movie, is that you can sort of obsess on it and really, you know, just try to make something that you would hope will have, you know, enough in it that people will want to see it, and that they will hopefully want to see it again. And, you know, that's, you know, why people are baffled at first by the films, I can't tell you. You know, for Zoolander, you know, we did come out about 10 days after, you know, 9/11, and that was a strange time to release a movie. And, you know, I don't know if that, you know, affected it in any way, but at the time there was a discussion about whether or not we should release the movie, and I could never think of a reason why we shouldn't release the movie at that time, other than it might not do as well, which to me wasn't the right reason to not release it. So, you know, maybe that had something to do with it, but honestly, I don't know. You know, I feel like, you know, when you're making a movie, you make what you think is funny, what you feel is good, and I've never had, you know, figured out how that works with the rest of the world, or, you know, critics, or all that stuff. And it's just nice when it connects in some way, even if it's eventually, it's nice when it connects with an audience. And I feel like, you know, the same thing, you know, with Cable Guy. There's probably, you know, a million things that now, if I was making Cable Guy now, that I wouldn't do now that we did in that movie. But I'm glad we did them then, because, you know, that's where we were at that point, and you know, we wouldn't have made the same movie now. Probably, you know, my naivete or whatever it was at that time.
Right.